what makes things quite interesting, Gaurav Arya, is that we have a situation where there has been a supplementary charge sheet that has been filed in 2023. Cognizance of that has not been taken. How much of a role, legally speaking and procedurally, could all these aspects play as far as Tahawwur Rana and his eventual custody of Mumbai police, which is, of course, at the moment just being sought by them?
So I don't know. This is a question that you must ask somebody who's a legal expert. What charge sheet will have what impact is something for the investigators, the NIA, and the legal, experts to say. Not for me, but there are two, three things, with your permission, that I'd like to point out.
Sure.
The panelist before me said that there is nothing new, and I absolutely agree. So he was posted in Balochistan and Sindh. How is that of any importance to us? Or he was sent on a mission to Saudi. Big deal. What we are looking at is who were the senior people in the Pakistan Army, who were the senior people in the ISI, who actually, planned everything. Lashkar-e-Taiba, he says, functions as a spy network. I mean, these guys carried out the 26/11 terror attacks. You see, yes. Whatever he's telling us, that he was absconding. He was declared absent without leave from the Pakistan Army, and he was absconding, and then they threw him out, etc., etc. This could well be a deception game by the Pakistan Army, saying that, this person did whatever he did after we threw him out of the Pakistan Army, so it's not our responsibility. But the fact of the matter is that where he was posted, he could have been posted anywhere in the world. It is of, least consequence. But what is this man's relation? Can this man tell us what is his relation to the Pakistani ISI and the Pakistan Army? Can this man actually tell us, which senior members, which general? They mentioned one random major. A major has nothing to do in all this. He's a junior functionary.
True.
True. And the Pakistani and the Indian Army came out of the British Indian Army. I was a major. Do you think if I was a major in the Pakistani Army at my rank, they would give me absolute permission to do such things? No, there would be senior people in the hierarchy. This major would have been something like a courier sort of a thing.
Right.
Passing instructions, this and that. This major would not have been the person who planned it. Which general? Has he named the chief of the ISI? Has he said that the ISI number 2 has done it? Has he said that this has the blessings of the then Chief of Army Staff of the Pakistan Army? Has he said all of these things? He's not said it. So he was posted there. He went to Saudi. I don't know. A legal expert may be able to better tell you about all these things.
Right. Let me bring in fact, on that note, our legal expert on the panel over here, who in fact specializes in anti-terrorism law. In fact, Parvez Menon, Memon, would you like to come in on that? Because A, the issue of the charge sheet, why the cognizance has not been taken, is this routine? Are there some technical hurdles there? And B, in terms of the depth of the charges, are we really learning something new? And how much of this is really admissible? How much of this has evidentiary value, for instance, in case this goes to trial?
So yes, let me first tell all of you that we are unanimously agreeing, and it's in chorus, that there is nothing new that Mr. Tahawwur Rana has today expressed to the investigating agencies. Having said so, we have seen that the trial has been completed vis-a-vis the earlier arrested accused Ajmal Kasab, who was hanged till death, and it has been executed. So there is nothing new that the trial will bring to the fore through Tahawwur Rana. The charge sheets earlier, the 3 of them or 4 of them were filed. They were tested at the course of trial, and the trial has conclusively concluded the guilt of all of these accused, including the accused who were absconding. Now, the fact that the 4th charge sheet is not taken cognizance of is for the reason that at that particular point of time, say in 2023, there was no accused in front of the court to take cognizance against, because Tahawwur Rana then was not extradited. Now that he has been brought before the court, the NIA has all the rights to take his custody. First, they will investigate or interrogate him in the police custody period of first 15 days, then extended to 30 days. Thereafter, they might file a further charge sheet against Tahawwur Rana. And at that stage, the court is well within its right to take cognizance of charge sheet filed against Tahawwur Rana, which would be inclusive of the earlier charge sheets filed. The only loop side of this law now that we see earlier, because he will be tried under the CRPC, which was the erstwhile law. Now
Right.
we are guided under the BNSS, which is the Bharatiya Nyaya Suraksha Sanhita, which replaces the CRPC. In that, there is a provision of even trying an accused ex parte. If he is not surrendering to the law, his trial could have been held in his absentia. So
Right.
that benefit we have lost now. Nevertheless, he will be tried. I believe that with the evidence that we have earlier, as the dossier that was sent for his extradition, is enough to convict him and even put him to the gallows. What he
Right.
says to the NIA agencies now today, so on the law on this part is that whatever statement the accused gives in custody of the police, be it the crime branch or the NIA, is not admissible in law. Let me tell you very clearly.
Oh, it's not admissible in law. That's interesting. In fact, Mr. Vasan, one would have thought that when it comes to anti-terror laws, they are slightly more stringent. But as the previous panelist, Mr. Memon, was telling us, none of this will ultimately be admissible in law. What really are the options then in terms of various investigating agencies, not just the NIA, but also the Mumbai police, which will want to, put up a strong case against Tahawwur Rana?
Let me conclude here.
Yeah.
That his confession is required to be recorded in front of the magistrate. Once that confession is recorded in magistrate's court, then it is admissible in law,
Okay.
not before the investigating agency.
All right.